Disclaimer: this video is only made for educational purposes and it includes some stuff you might don't want to hear about, so if you are a soft-hearted person you can skip this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So apparently you guys are here because you don't know the mystery behind this video and mystery videos. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to not miss any creepy content like this anyways. So apparently you guys are here because you don't know the story behind this picture. On November 24th, 1971, a very strange incident happened in the Northwest Orient Airlines flight when a Boeing 727 aircraft got hijacked by a hijacker named Dan Cooper. It was a very short flight of just 30 minutes from Portland, Oregon, to Seattle, Washington, and the surprising thing was no one realized about the hijack of the flight, except the crew members and pilots, and here's why. When the flight takes off, the hijacker was sitting at the back seat of the plane, and the flight was short, so there were just 36 passengers, and Dan Cooper was one of them. He was sitting on the backside corner of the seat with a bomb in his briefcase. Dan Cooper handed a note to a crew member in which he claimed to have a bomb in his briefcase. He then proceeded to open the attached case, to show the crew member the case, which contained numerous wires, red sticks, and a battery. Cooper demanded 4 parachutes and $200,000, worth about $1.2 million in the early 21st century, and he also demanded a fuel tank to refuel the plane at the next destination, and if they ignore his demands, he will blow the flight. The pilots immediately informed this to the owner of the airlines about the hijack, and the owner immediately agreed to fulfill his demands, because he doesn't want the news of hijack to ruin the name of his airlines. After the flight landed in Seattle, Cooper released the 36 passengers when authorities provided the money and parachutes. However, he forced 2 pilots, a flight engineer, and a flight attendant to remain on the plane. After it refueled, he ordered the pilots to fly to Mexico City. Per his instructions, the plane flew under 10,000 feet at a speed slower than 200 knots. Around 8:00 p.m., while between Seattle and Reno, Nevada, widely believed to be near Ariel, Washington, Cooper lowered the rear steps and jumped from the plane, and he disappeared after that. The FBI launched what would become one of the longest and most exhaustive investigations in its history, known as Norjack Northwest hijacking. Initially, the agency believed that Cooper knew both planes and the area, and it was speculated that he served in the military, possibly as a paratrooper. Later, however, it was decided that he was not an experienced skydiver because the jump was too dangerous. FBI was confused that Cooper survived or not because when the incident happened, the weather was so dangerous because of a storm, and the area where Cooper jumped was the jungle with dangerous bears, or there was lake with the coldest water due to the low temperature. The chances of Cooper's survival was almost impossible, but later few more hijackers tried to hijack the plane in the same way the Cooper did, and they jumped from the plane even in the worst situation, and they still survived, but they were caught by FBI. The FBI thought, if these can survive while being in a worse situation, so why can't Cooper? They continued their research for years, and they suspected more than 500 people, but no one was Cooper. Cooper left his tie before jumping from the plane, and from the DNA from the tie, but no suspect was actually Cooper. After a lot of research, the money they gave to the Cooper 20000 was in $20 bills, and every single bill's serial number was noted down, and they even informed the every bank to find out those bills, and the FBI even put the price for the people by putting an advertisement in the newspaper with the serial numbers. If someone brings a $20 bill with these serial numbers, they will get $1,000 for per note. And this offer lasted for 3 years, but no one came with those $20 bill. A few years later, an 8-year-old boy found some $20 bills near Washington Lake in the area where Cooper was assumed to be landed. The notes were in very rough condition, and the 8-year-old boy got few $20 bills as a reward. Later, he auctioned them and got $37,000 for it. They continued the research near Washington Lake, but they couldn't find more $20 bills or any other proof. In the hijacking history, this was the one and only case which is still unsolved. In 2016, the FBI officially closed this case, and it's still a mystery that who was Cooper, and where is he? He didn't even survive. What is your opinion on this? Comment below. Thanks for watching the video. For more uncanny incidents like this, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Instagram accounts for dark humor, and more such content like this.